Back on trail. Good morning and welcome to day 4. So yesterday it was alright. It's a lot of road, but there were some lovely sections of track along the ocean. Actually gorgeous single track for a while. Today, so I stayed the night at Wando, that green building, Wandonesia. It was actually really good. Clean room, everything I wanted. It's a bit busy this morning. Yeah, so it was a nice place to stay, and had a nice meal, recharged all my electronics, and yeah, feeling good and ready to go. It's around 8 o'clock. Not quite as cold as it has been for a while, but should be good. And I'm being looked at funny because I'm talking to my camera. So today is going to be mainly on roads from what I can tell. A little bit on the beach because it had a warning about high tide, but there is an alternate route if it's high tide. I will be leaving the town, wandering through a little bit of countryside, a couple of villages, some farmland, and as I said, I think it's going to be mainly on roads, but that's alright. It'll be it's 24k. I've switched over to section 86, so I didn't see a sign for it, which surprises me, and that takes me to off the island. Accommodation is going to be interesting. I may have to walk a little bit further to try and find a patch of trees somewhere, because there doesn't look to be towns where there would be accommodation. So yeah, that'll be a challenge, but it is a beautiful day. Wandering through, so I'm going to have a lot of sea views today. It is still chilly. It is 9 degrees, but that's alright. Not too bad. It's mainly the wind, and the wind's meant to pick up again. The wind's where it's really cold. But looking forward to another day. Oh, I see a convenience store. Going to stop off, get a coffee and something to snack on. I don't need to do a resupply because I know there's a really neat resupply store just before crossing the big bridge. So I'm looking forward to another beautiful day. So I went to the CU convenience store, got some nuts. They have a lot of good 2-for-1 and 2+1 deals, which is good. So I got some extra nuts and some triangle gimbap to have for lunch, and a sausage, which the guy showed me how to heat up as well. There's a supplementary breakfast, and I got some chocolate milk as well. Yay! Exercise machines. All along here is seafood places. Abalone is a common thing to have here. It's an interesting city. Lots of beautiful things to be looking at. Some stalks up there. Yeah, pretty city. I've arrived at the end of the section. That's obviously what I was looking at is wrong. 18k, so the distance a little short. I had it about 19k to here. Time's about right. From here, winding my way around the coastline, out to there, and then out to there, and then that's when the course changes, and then I'm heading that way. And looking at camping, if I see anything anywhere around here, I think that would be enough. Oh, that was my breakfast drink. It wasn't chocolate milk. Not quite sure what it was, but it was nice. I managed to wash everything last night and everything dried except my socks, which are slightly damp. Ew. I did a few repairs to my pack last night. I've reattached my Garmin InReach to the outside of the pack. And look at this. The zip is now opening from this side. It's much better, so much more convenient. So happy with those changes. Fish market in here. Looks like we're leaving the city now. Hopefully not on the road for too long. off the road and onto a trail. Good morning. My body's actually feeling pretty good today. It's surprising. I do have chafing, not so much upper thighs, but the tendon that's up the top of my thigh. Legs are alright. Shins, feel it slightly, but not too bad. I know I'm still going to have to keep the pace easy today and make sure I do lots of stretches, but everything seems to be in pretty good shape. And the nice dirt trail is over. Oh, vicious guard dog. There's some narrow little streets through there. Oh, a hill. Actually, despite my groaning, I don't actually feel too bad going up the hill. Maybe that sausage for breakfast has given me good energy. And dropping back down here. Come out at a busy road now. No one yes. So, speeding no, staying safe yes. Not sure why they've added the English there. Yeah, this is a pretty busy road. Thankfully there's a footpath to stay on. Came off the footpath and walking along, and there's absolutely no signs, but it was logical that we would get off the main road, so I had to check my GPS. But yeah, no markings unfortunately. There they are, tucked away behind. Okay, I need to search a bit better at intersections, I think. The seat's stuck on their bum, so they don't have to keep moving them. Look at these. Huge. Been winding my way through the industrial area. Big statue up ahead. Look at that. So from the underpass we're now off the footpath. Got that massive statue up there. Big statue. And now back into almost the countryside. Through another industrial zone and underpass, getting closer to the ocean again. And there's the ocean again. When I'm in the sun and there is, assuming straight ahead, when I'm in the sun and there's no wind, it's really lovely, but this wind is pretty chilly. Got a marine ecology exhibition hall and a hall of fame for Pogo. Not quite sure what that is. What I can find about Pogo is about a historical figure who was very important in the maritime world. So I'm guessing that's it. Alright, I think I've semi-lost the markers. I saw one and I think there is a trail along the ocean. I see a marker. I'm heading over. I think I just shortcutted. Alright, going back. So, don't come this way, I should go around the other way. And if you think it's funny, I've only shortcutted about 50 metres, but I have a personal thing where I like to do every step of the trail to make it official, so that's why you'll see me often tapping on and tapping off the trail to make sure I'm walking all of it. It's just a personal thing. I know a lot of people on some of the trails hitchhike the boring parts, so go around parts that they're not interested in, but that's their call, like your own hike. This is lovely here. Walking along the seaside. Oh, toilets up ahead too. Good for now. Not that you really wanted that much information. So it is about the historical maritime person, and this is the man here. And a little bit about him. I won't bother translating all of it. Basically, he ended up with a big fleet of ships, and he got into he was influential in the political arena. Left the park, but still wandering along beside the sea, and that island looks neat. There's fancy pagoda things over there. One of the things I like about through hiking is looking back. So that tower there is Wandu Tower, where I was yesterday afternoon, and then that's the city of Wando. So that's how far I've come today, all the way around. That's pretty cool. I'm famous. They wanted to get a photo of the crazy person in shorts in this cold weather. So, Cheng Fort. Okay, that's what it was. I'm not going to bother going for a walk. Doesn't actually look to have much left. I'll continue along. Oh, that was nice and slightly sheltered from the wind for a little while, but warm. Now I'm back in the wind. Leaving this little town. The wall stays the multicolours all the way around the bay, and then that next bay as well. Wow. But we are leaving now and heading off on a little footpathy thing. Birds busy making their nests. Another intersection. Not sure where to go. I went up that way, about 50 metres, couldn't see anything, so I'll try this way instead. Okay, no, it's not this way, there's no ribbon, so I'll go back to where I saw the last ribbon and then retrace my steps from there. Okay, found it. I think I saw the red and just assumed it was continuing along that way. What I should have done is turn down this little weeny, what looked like a driveway, and there is a blue arrow on the corner here. Okay, that way. I think I need to pay more attention and make sure, if I can't see a ribbon, to look around. It's a real warren of little weeny streets zigzagging through. Oh, this is fun. And it's nice too, seeing all the different types of houses. I'm getting optimistic that I might be in trees soon. We're running out of non-tree land. Getting closer to the trees. Trees are up there. Still got the ocean out there. Interesting, a lot of the structures here have been made out of shade cloth. I'm not sure if they're also waterproofed underneath it or if it's just the shade cloth, but warehouse type places, a few nursery type places as well. Nursery as in tree nursery. I haven't had a sit down for a while, so it's relatively sheltered from the wind. I might sit down and have one of my triangle gimp-ups. Well, we're not going through the trees. We're staying down low, so the positive is we're staying on the flats. Looks like we're going almost through a factory at the moment. That chain only just short enough. This one as well. Go right at the very edge to keep away from them. This is definitely the route. I'm zooming straight ahead. This must be the bit that you can only do at low tide. Woohoo! This is nice. Something different. Very windy though. Had to go to the toilet. Had to make sure I'm facing the right way. Those of you that aren't used to it, females, when you go to the toilet, face the wind. Men, face away from the wind. Unfortunately, there's a lot of litter on the beach. I think these are crab pots, is my guess. have something different. Come on to the road. There's no signs to go up here, but there's a massive water discharge. I don't really feel like going through a waterfall. And yeah, yeah, I don't want to go through there. So I'll stay up here. In fact, this is the route. It's nice. A few different types of birds in here. What's that over there? Look at that, isn't it beautiful? It's suffering with the wind like I am. Isn't that gorgeous? No, I'm not getting any closer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I went to the toilet, the constant sound of flowing water from that fish farm. Alright, and this way and up the hill. Haven't seen many insects yet. No centipede, I think. Not very big. That's my finger. Oh, it's nice to be on a country road away from built up things, even though it's still a road. There's been civilization all around me, so I can at least look at trees and the lovely view. That's another huge fish farm. It's like drying seaweed, however it's so windy it's all rolled up. Well, unfortunately it's a headwind too, so it's not easy walking away from the sea at the moment. Oh, it'd be nice to be up in those beautiful mountains there, but then it's not really a circumference of the island, so that's why we've been keeping to the roads, past lots and lots and lots of fish farms. Getting in more civilization, got a guardrail and lights now. Ooh. We're now looking across at the mainland. Lined up on the poles. I think they're finches. You can sit and rest and exercise. Let's have a look at some of these machines. So you just pull yourself forward and back, or does it twist? No, it twists. Ooh! And then this one, you turn it, spin it around like a big wheel, I think. Yep. And then these. And what's this one? Oh, this is just a cycle and a cycle. It's quite cool. I've been having a headwind, but I've changed direction. I got the wind at my back. It's marvellous. And biggest change, we're now on a 2-lane road. Flashy blue and white lights. That's a pretty bus stop sign. Busse. I realised I hadn't seen a marker for a while. I checked the map and I'm meant to be down there, so I just poked my nose down there to have a look at what it was. There is a concrete path, you can see it there. So I've got to go back, find where the road down was. I was too busy eating, having my second triangle gimbap. Don't feel quite so bad missing it. So there's a red arrow pointing, and they often have pointing both ways, and there's the ribbon. And then fluttering on the edge of that building is a flutter. What I missed is in there is the arrow. Instead of putting it on the gate here with that one, it's in a completely different place. So and then when you're standing here, you would then have to actually go all the way back there to have a look at the ribbons over there. So that is how I completely missed it. Alright, now I'm back on trail. Now I'm down on this concrete road which I follow. Back in the full force of the wind, at least on the road, there are some trees to break the wind occasionally. It's I haven't bothered putting any more clothes on When I'm in the full wind and in the shade, then it's cold. In the full wind and the sun, it's fine. I'm comfortable. And then in the sun with no wind, and then I'm almost too hot. So it's better just to keep it as I am. Sometimes be a little warm and sometimes be a little cold. Most of the time, I'm alright. Can't see anything. There was nothing on the wall. I'm assuming I'm going to keep going around. I checked the map because I don't want any more stupidity miles, as I call it, when I don't turn when I'm meant to. So I checked the map and this is the right way. Now I've got some markers. What do we got? We got pigs and rabbits. This would be a lovely spot to sit down if it wasn't for the wind and if it wasn't in the shade. This is the first falling person sign. All of the other ones have been falling car signs. That's the falling car sign. Right. Getting close to the bridge. I think it's just over there. Can't be too far. I am at 22 kilometres, so minus 1 kilometre stupidity tax. Back out onto the main road. I had a look at accommodation and there's only 3 options within 10 kilometre radius and they're all full, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere for my tent. Main road goes that way, so it looks like we're shortcutting up and over the hill. Ooh, it's a bigger hill than I thought from the bottom. It's still going up. It's quite steep, this part. That was a good hill. We go down again, but I see a road going back up steeply again. I think it's the one I'm on. Woo! After this many kilometres, legs are struggling with this. Thankfully we turned off and we're not going back up that other steep road. So now dropping down to the coastline. Seen lots of dogs but haven't seen many cats. It's only the second cat I've seen. Woohoo! I can see the bridge! Woohoo! We're on this side of the road. It might mean we're going to turn off soon. Usually we're on the other side. Yep, over there. I'm looking this time. So Marine Healing Wando, and then a town full of love and happiness, the healing of the sea. And they are all along there. I have to see if they're the same or different. They're all different, but they're all talking about the island of Wando and how beautiful it is. And it is beautiful, I agree with them. Oh, yeah, I'm at 24k and my legs are pretty much saying time to stop. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of options for my tent around here. So I'll have to keep on going. Back on the main road for the final push into town. I think I'm going to stop in the town for a little bit and grab something to eat, have a bit of a rest before continue to search for the tent site. I stopped by the side of the road just stretching, and the guy pulled over just checking that I was alright and then wanting to know what I was doing. So I've made up little cards to give to people that explain who I am and what I'm doing. Alright, nearly there. I see a flag on the stairs over there. And last little bit, finally onto dirt trail. There hasn't been a lot of this today. It's nice to have a little bit. Alright, I am back at the bridge and I'm going to tap off and do a resupply, so off trail. Right, Thursday. These 3 lovely gentlemen coming out of a shop and saw me and asked a few questions, where am I from, and then gave me a coffee as well. People here are lovely. Just as I was about to enter the hotel, those three lovely gentlemen called me over and said, let's get a drink. And they were right outside a chicken and beer place. So we went in and I tried soju for the first time, which is a Korean alcoholic drink. I made sure to only have 3 glasses. I didn't know what effect it would have. And we had a beautiful fried chicken with some sweetish sauce on it and some sides and some good conversation. They spoke a couple of words of English. One spoke a few more. He'd been to New Zealand 20 years ago. And we had a great time. And I've picked up 2 samshon, which means uncles, and 1 oppa, which means older brother. And what was really useful is they were showing me the Korean way of how they ate it and a few of the Korean customs around drinking as well. So that was really neat. They were absolutely lovely guys. They had been hiking themselves today and then they were heading back to the city of Wando. And then they paid for it as well. They wouldn't let me pay. So wonderful guys. Once again, Korean hospitality has been amazing. Change of plan. I found a hotel and I'm staying.